It started as a romantic film adaptation with Hollywood royalty at the helm, but it spiraled into a legal thriller more dramatic than the movie itself. It Ends With Us was meant to be another hit, based on Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel, directed by Justin Baldoni and starring Blake Lively. But as cameras rolled and deadlines loomed, things behind the scenes fell apart, fast. What began as creative differences quickly exploded into a battle filled with accusations of workplace misconduct, a $400 million countersuit, and a headline no one saw coming: Taylor Swift subpoenaed. Let's rewind. Blake Lively accused Baldoni of inappropriate behavior during filming. She claimed he pushed for intimate scenes that weren't in the script, ignored her concerns, and created an uncomfortable, unsafe set. According to Lively, when she spoke up, she faced retaliation, being cut out of creative decisions and smeared privately and professionally. Rather than settle or deny quietly, Baldoni filed a massive $400 million countersuit. And he didn't stop at Lively. His legal documents named her husband, actor Ryan Reynolds, and somehow Taylor Swift. Yes, the world's biggest pop star was suddenly dragged into a legal storm she never signed up for. Baldoni's lawyers claimed that Lively, Reynolds, and Swift conspired to force him out of the film's creative process. They alleged that Lively called them her dragons, implying they were actively helping her undermine Baldoni's authority. In one moment, the lawsuit turned from a film set conflict into a full-blown war involving some of the most powerful names in entertainment. But what exactly did Swift do? Well, nothing, at least not publicly. Her only connection to the project was that she had allowed her song My Tears Ricochet to be used in the trailer. She wasn't cast, she wasn't a producer, and she certainly wasn't involved in the script. Yet Baldoni's team subpoenaed her, demanding access to her private communications with Lively and Reynolds. Despite the backlash, the court allowed limited access to some of Swift's private communications, under protective order. That meant she wouldn't have to testify or appear in court, but some of her messages with Lively could be reviewed behind closed doors. Ryan Reynolds, too, was caught in the crossfire. Baldoni alleged that Reynolds used his connections to pressure distributors and studios to cut Baldoni out of the picture entirely. Reynolds never responded publicly, but his legal team filed a motion to dismiss, calling the accusations reckless fiction. Behind the glitz and gloss, the situation grew more serious. Women's rights organizations came forward to support Lively. 14 advocacy groups filed a court brief condemning Baldoni's lawsuit as retaliatory, claiming it was meant to silence a woman speaking up about on-set misconduct. They called it textbook harassment disguised as a countersuit. Meanwhile, Lively's team submitted evidence, emails, production notes, and statements from crew members that, honestly, corroborated her discomfort on set. According to them, Baldoni had ignored boundaries, tried to rewrite scenes to include unnecessary physical contact, and then turned hostile when she pushed back. Baldoni's side fought back hard, arguing that the project was sabotaged by Lively and her, Hollywood allies. His lawyers accused Lively's publicist of leaking false stories to the press and manipulating public opinion through high-profile connections. They didn't stop there. Gossip bloggers, entertainment reporters, and even TikTok influencers found themselves on subpoena lists. Perez Hilton was one of them. Baldoni's team wanted to know, who was feeding the media this narrative, and were they being coached? At this point, the lawsuit had ballooned beyond anything imaginable. It wasn't about a film anymore. It was about reputation, power, and the blurred lines between private texts and public destruction. And all the while, Taylor Swift's name kept appearing in court documents, even though she had stayed completely silent. Eventually, the subpoena against Swift was withdrawn. Her legal team succeeded in blocking any public release of her messages, and she remained out of the courtroom. But the damage was already done. Her name had been dragged into headlines, articles, and endless online speculation, all without any wrongdoing. The real battle, though, was still between Lively and Baldoni. His lawsuit was ultimately dismissed by the court, with the judge ruling that it lacked merit and honestly seemed more about spectacle than justice. Still, Baldoni vowed to refile a modified version, keeping the door open for more chaos. In the meantime, the impact is being felt far beyond this case. Legal experts are now warning that subpoenas involving private messages between celebrities could become a new weapon in power struggles. Where lawsuits used to stay behind studio doors, they're now going public. And, yeah, taking down reputations with them. For Blake Lively, the outcome so far is a public vindication. She stood up, fought back, and didn't flinch. For Justin Baldoni, it's a blow to his carefully curated image as Hollywood's woke gentleman. And for Taylor Swift, it's a reminder that no matter how removed you are from the conflict, fame can be used against you. This lawsuit has changed how the industry sees boundaries. Personal chats, no longer sacred. Reputation, no longer protected. Even your closest friendships can be subpoenaed. And the ripple effects may reshape how celebrities protect themselves, legally, emotionally, and digitally. As the dust settles, fans and critics alike are watching to see what comes next. Will Baldoni come back with a new legal approach? Will more messages be leaked? Will other stars take extra precautions before lending their music, names, or connections to projects, even those involving close friends? The entertainment world just got a brutal wake-up call. Want more unfiltered Hollywood courtroom drama? Subscribe now and hit the bell so you don't miss our deep dives into the biggest celebrity legal showdowns. From billion-dollar lawsuits to secret subpoenas, we'll break down the truth behind the headlines. And trust us, this story's just getting started.